Hi, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to participate in a quiz, literature quiz for class 8, CBSE. Let's get started in a minute. Let me see who all are here, and we're going to begin today's lecture. I'm just waiting for kids to join in as soon as possible. I must tell you, kids, that we have number of features for you at Unacademy. This is the right month if you feel like enrolling for plus subscriptions, because this month we have 10% off, and next month this is going to come down. The discount is going to come down. So only 5% next month. So the right month is this month, wherein you're going to enroll and enjoy learning with us. All right. My name is Ashwinder. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pursuing PhD in Gender and Development Studies. I have 8 years of teaching experience and I have 10 plus years of experience in education and communications. Today, we're all together to learn more and grow better in order to crack it as far as literature for class 8 is concerned. I have mentee today, and of course, I'll brief you with respect to the different chapters. So, using the questions, we'll try and help each other learn them as well. Hi, Shravani. Hi, Hanamant. Hello. Yeah, hi, Varshini. I do remember you, my dear. Good evening, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, this feature on Academy Ask a Doubt is there for you. You must use it and try and use my referral code AK31 when you are going to ask a doubt. Any point in time, any doubt you can ask. No question is silly, okay? So, ask unlimited doubts and you're going to get high quality video solutions in English and Hindi. Obtain instant and accurate solutions to lack of questions. And we are there for you to assist you with your homework as well. Hello, Gaurav. Hi, Kim. Dear children, it's pretty easy to upload your doubt. What you need to do is just click on this button, Ask a Doubt. Take a picture of the doubt that you have. Select the picture well. It should be cropped well. Choose a subject and finally sit tight and receive your solutions. Okay, Gaurav. Got it. Hi, Gaurav. All you need to do is sit at home, be safe, be active, and learn more. We have test series, we have practice tests, we have notes for you. So all you need to do is sit at home and learn with us. Indeed, we are trying our level best to do exhaustive coverage of the syllabus. So if you are a regular student and if you're attending all the lectures, I am damn sure you'll be able to crack CBSE pretty easy. And not only CBSE, we have various other preparations going on at Unacademy. You name it, we have it. So I would request you to search what you really need to study, and we definitely have batches for it. I would request you to learn more and grow better with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have supreme batches, we have achievers batches going on. For science and SST, you can see Shruti ma'am is taking science and Akhilesh sir is taking SST. The batch started by 16th of February this month, and similarly for class 7, since 7 and 8 is here, supreme batch is there for science and SST. Diksha ma'am for science, and Akhilesh sir again for SST. You see how science, computer, and maths and fast track revision is also going on for class 6. For class 8, similarly, science, computer, and maths and achievers batch. We all have it. Children, I would request you to learn more and score really good at school. Nonetheless, if you have friends, relatives, you have siblings who are in school or otherwise who would like to study, please tell us that we're there for them too. And if you enroll for maximum months, you get the best discounts. So it'll be preferable if you would like to enroll and if you are ready to study. And of course, I know that you're all learners. You would love to study all your life. But if you're sure that at least for 18 months, 15 months, I would like to study, you enroll for maximum months, because then per month fees is going to come down. All right. We have iconic batches. We have plus batches for you. But remember to use the code AK31. That's my code, Ashwinder Kaur, AK. And 31 is the number that you're going to use with it. And you're going to get 10% off. Hi, Ankita Das. How are you? All right. Now, moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for Menti, wherein we are going to try and revise literature. Okay, class 8 students, are you ready? I have a couple of questions for you. So we have Honeydew as main book, and it so happened these two books we are going to try and revise today. All right. I would request you to answer my questions, and whenever needed, I'll give you explanations as well. And if you have any question, feel free to write in the chat box. Okay. Let's get started, dear children. So I have some mixed questions on literature. I would request you to note down the code. In a while, it is going to come on the screen. Yeah. So the code is 9413882. Please note down the code. Open www.menti.com and type this code 9413882. I can see one child here. I would request others as well to open www.menti.com and type this code 9413882. I can see maximum students here, but they're not going to the app. Dear children, I would request you to press the bell icon and subscribe to our channel, Unacademy Live, CBSE Class 6, 7th and 8th. And you can see there's a link that you can ask unlimited doubts. See, there's a link mentioned below the video. You can see. Kindly press the bell icon and subscribe to the channel Unacademy Live, CBSE Class 6, 7th and 8th. And whenever you're asking a doubt, try and use my code, okay? AK31 is my code. Now moving on, I can see 3 to 4 learners here in the quiz. Let's proceed on. Okay, please see the question and answer, dear children. Everyone voted. Wonderful. Aha. If you have alert eyes and ears, you can discover the surprises. Can you tell me which chapter is it? Huh? You remember which chapter is it, dear children? Which poem is it, if you remember? From where have I taken this? Huh? This is Meadows Surprises. All right. So if you are with alert eyes and if you have alert ears, you're going to find goodness everywhere. You'll be surprised. Yes, Kim, absolutely correct, my dear. I would request you all to open up your notebooks. There will be times I'll ask you to write down some notes while we'll be revising literature. Okay. Huh. Let's move ahead now. Varshini, you are the quickest of all. Very good. I've got really intelligent kids here. Okay, moving ahead. Let's see. Question number 2. Question number 2 on the screen now. These are mixed literature questions, okay, class students. Velu reached Chennai Central. Please choose the right answer, dear kids. You remember the chapter? Very good. Having to run away from home. So you remember the chapter? I don't know why, Kim, you are retracting your messages. Okay. So Velu reached Central, the Chennai Central because he wanted to just run away from home. And which chapter is it? This is Children at Work. Okay. Moving ahead. Let's see who's going to win today's game. Ask your friends, your relatives, neighbors who are in the same class, maybe your classmates at school, to participate in this quiz. Let's make it more interesting. Right? Yes, Anisha, very good, my dear. You are the quickest of all. And Varshini, good job. You're on number 1 right now. Very good. Okay, moving ahead. I can see some students who are from class 7 as well. Let's see the next question. It's a mixed question. What do you not see immediately in the meadows? If you remember the poem, and if somebody is from class 7, will definitely be able to answer this question. What do you not see immediately in the meadows, dear children? You remember? Time up. You're not going to see immediately a rabbit. Rabbits and other animals are there in their burrows, right? So therefore you'll not be able to find them. Okay, moving ahead. The leaderboard was just the same. Yeah, so moving ahead, let's see the next question and find out the answer. Which building is she pointed? Did she point at? Let's find the right answer for this question and tell me which chapter is it? Time up. She's talking about Central Station. No, that's not the answer. Sri Rajeshwari Prasan Kalyan Mandapam. No, that's also not the answer. The answer is Central Jail. You know, she said if you're going to do something bad, you're going to get into this. So try and avoid that. Kavya has got scores. Good job, Kavya. Kavya is the quickest of all and the only person who got it. Okay, moving ahead. Let's move to question number 5. What held the water in the pool and not let it dry like the pools in plains? Which chapter is it? This is the fight. You have 10 seconds. Everyone voted, but let's see who all are correct. 2 students got it. Cluster of rocks. It is from The Fight. You remember the chapter wherein 2 boys were getting into a fight and later on they became good friends? If you want, I'll revise this chapter. It is from your supplementary book. It so happened. Good job, Varshini and Kavya. Very good. You got it right. Okay, Kavya, you're the quickest of all. Very good, my dear. Okay, so now, we can quickly go to a question where I can check one more chapter. Yeah, move ahead. Yes. Let's see the question. Why did he go to Lyonnesse? This is from the poem When I Set Out for Lyonnesse. You have 10 seconds. And after 10 questions, I'll go back to the chapters and I'll help you revise. Time up. Only 2 people did it right. To supervise hotel restoration, there was no hotel there. There was a church there. When, the poet had gone to this imaginary place, he was not expecting it to be so spiritual, so good. And once he was back, if you remember, there was shine in his eyes. So, sometimes God has got some plans for you. God is always there to think for you. So this is a very, very spiritual, very imaginative and hypothetical poem. When I Set Out for Lyonnesse, the answer is to supervise church restoration. Let's see who 2 got it right. Subro, very good, Kavya. You 2 are correct. Good job. Subro, you're the quickest of all. Moving ahead to the next. Why did he decide to follow the strange girl? Time up. Let's see who all got it. 2 people again. This is from the chapter Children at Work again. And the boy had nowhere else to go. He had nobody else with him. So the only option was to follow the girl, the strange girl. I think we need to revise the chapter Children at Work. Subro and Anisha, good job. Good job, Subro. Anisha is the quickest of all. Very good. Varshini, buck up. Moving ahead to question number 9. This, I think Varshini is from class 7, but others won't be able to do it. So Varshini will arrange one more lecture on literature quiz and maybe then you'll be able to join in. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you are from class 7. So this question maybe you can answer. Who can feel the delight of the surprises that meadows offer? Let's see who all are going to get it. My goodness, maximum of you got it. Very good. So Meadow Surprises is one poem related to nature. It's a very beautiful poem and you can use the lines when you are writing any article, any paragraph on nature, that how the nature surprises us with beauty all around, right? Indeed. So, an eager passerby with eyes and ears wide open can see the beauty and can definitely feel the delight. The person is going to feel good. All right, moving ahead to the next question. Let me see. Weird names you people have. Very good, Danisha. You're the quickest of all. Good job, dear. Moving to the next question. Who does he compare himself when he says, how can a child when fears annoy but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Which poem is it? Think about it. Choose the right answer. Time up. Caged Bird. This is from the poem The Schoolboy. Do you remember the poem, Schoolboy? Wherein the poet was not happy as he was thinking he was trapped like a caged bird inside a cage, wherein William Blake primarily talked about how a child is controlled because of the discipline, the regimentation, the strict law and order at school. Nonetheless, it's very, very good because students learn how to behave, but sometimes it ruins the creativity. The children are not able to explore. They stick to syllabi. They are not allowed to go beyond. And on the top of it, they miss the essence of this particular age, childhood, wherein a child must be free to explore, to discover, and thereby they are going to become the discoverers, the inventors, and philosophers. So here you see the schoolboy is not happy because he's comparing himself with a bird who is in a cage or a plant that withers when it should blossom. So primarily, the schoolboy is feeling sad because he is not given space. He's not allowed to explore and therefore he's not able to grow. All right. So if you read this poem by William Blake, you'll be able to understand how the child feels as if the joy is taken away from him. The way when the plant withers, when the leaves fall, and the way a bird is caged and the bird's freedom is snatched away from it. Similarly, the boy feels that he's not able to breathe well, he's not able to enjoy, he's not able to discover new things and not able to explore because he is trapped like a caged bird in a school. So, therefore, he says that I would like to go out and look at a hunter. I would like to go out and sing with a skylark. That's a bird. And, he thinks that some people are cruel at school. And he's also talking about an old teacher who maybe is very strict. And therefore, he's not able to enjoy the school days. Right now, you must be missing your school days, but yeah, this child is not able to enjoy school days because he is feeling trapped. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. Let's see who's going to win this game today. Very good, Subro, Varshini, Lola. Subro, you're the quickest of all. Very slowly and steadily, you're going up, huh? Good job. Now, moving ahead. What did he wish to do upon seeing his adversary? This is from the chapter The Fight, I'm telling you. This question is from the chapter The Fight. Please answer the question. Both A and B. Turn away and look somewhere else. Throw lemonade bottle at his enemy. That's what he wished to do. But he did not demean him. So 3 of you are right. Let's see who all could get it. Baby girl Apeksha and Varshini. Good job. I am only. I'm not able to. Acha, you are Kavya. Okay, Chinman. We already started way back, Soumya Ranjan Das. Study world, I don't know your name. Children, so far so good. Baby girl is the quickest of all. Baby girl, I would request you to write your name. That'll be more decent. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. No, no. I want to see the question. Yeah, no one could predict what. When I set out for Lyonnesse is the chapter, no one could predict what. What might happen at Lyonnesse? Wizard is not there in the poem. What might happen tomorrow is not in the poem. What had happened earlier is also not in the poem. Dear children, please be more active. I have more questions from this poem when I set out for Lyonnesse. I think we must try and revise this poem. Okay, let's go back and have a quick revision of the poem when I set out for Lyonnesse. If you have a book, I would request you to open up your book and revise this with me. I have MCQs and I have the book as well. I can show you the book and we can revise. I'm just searching for my PPT. Just a minute. Okay, so it's here. So, dear children, because you're committing mistakes while you're doing the questions from this particular poem, I'm quickly helping you revise this poem when I set out for Lyonnesse. So, as a young apprentice architect, the British poet and novelist Thomas Hardy once visited a parish to supervise the restoration of a church. I would request you to open up your book as well so that you can mark some important words with me. When I set out for Lyonnesse is on page number 109, dear children. I would request you to open up the book. See, whenever you're learning literature, it's all the more important to keep book in hand, all right? So, parish is an area which has its own church. So, this young apprentice architect, young artist, was supposed to go to a parish in order to supervise the restoration of a church. A church was getting restored. So, on his return from the parish, people noticed two things about him. One, a new glow in his eyes, and a crumpled piece of paper sticking out of his coat pocket. So, his face was glowing, and this particular paper that was there in his pocket, it is recorded in one of his biographies. This particular paper contained a draft of the poem that we are reading when I set out for Lyonnesse. This poem was inspired by a visit to a place which the poet calls Lyonnesse. Lyonnesse is a mythical place. It is imaginative, referred to in the legend of King Arthur. So the poet's choice is to use this setting referring to an actual place which imparts an air of magic and mysticism. So he felt maybe something really, really amazing, something really magical. And once the poet was back, Thomas Hardy discusses that once this individual, the apprentice, was back, there was glow on his face and there was this paper in his pocket. So, this is how no say. This is Thomas Hardy, ladies and gentlemen. So please try and understand, everyone, that how no saint, no wizard, no father could expect this happening, right? And he thought it should be a temporary stay, like he's going to go and come back from Lyonnesse. But once he's back, there is glow on his face that was something unacceptable. All right, so going for the restoration, the poet says that he had gone for the restoration of a church, and when he started, he hardly knew that the visit would be so invigorating, so insightful poem it is, and how this experience is going to be life enriching. So, dear children, there are things that happen when you are not expecting them, and God definitely makes plans for us which we can never predict before time. So, God has got all the plans made, and He has planned for us already. So, we all need to have faith in Him and do our best. It's not that we are going to just sit and relax. Of course, God has made plans for us, but then we need to definitely work and definitely put in efforts in order to progress and proceed on in life. Right? So it proved to be like visiting Lyonnesse. He had left the parish all alone on a very cold evening. The parish was 100 miles away, and the foliage was covered with frost. That means it was really cold that particular evening, and the stars, they guided his lonesome path. So he was all alone there. When he stayed at the parish, he was supposed to stay there for some time, but then there was an inner change which was sudden and unexpected. This inner change we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So when the poet returned from the parish, everyone noticed a glow in his eyes, and he did not even speak a word. However, they were impressed by the rare and deep radiance, shine in his eyes. So that's the chapter. That's the poem all about, when I set out for Lyonnesse. Now I hope that you'll be able to answer the questions coming from this particular poem. Okay, I'll ask you one more question from this poem after question 15. Okay, so just a minute. Let's go to one question. Then we'll answer a question from this particular poem. Not this one. Just a minute. Yeah. Now you answer question number 15, and after that, one question will come from When I Set Out for Lyonnesse, the poem that we have just revised. Now, question number 15 is from the poem The Schoolboy. I helped you revise it. So, what drives all the joy away? Please answer. This is from Schoolboy. Three students got it right. School on a summer morning. So that's the poem all about, The Schoolboy, wherein the boy discusses that he's not liking to go to school and it is very boring for him. Okay, moving ahead to the next. After looking at the leaderboard, we'll go and solve a question from When I Set Out for Lyonnesse. Good job, Varshini, baby girl, and Niyati. Varshini is the quickest of all. Very good, Varshini. Let's move on to question number 16. Now, this is from the poem When I Set Out for Lyonnesse. Okay, read it carefully and answer, dear children. Okay, yeah, 4 people got it right. Very good. Good job. Why have you set your name as Pavel? That is so funny. Niyati, you're the quickest of all. And congratulations, Varshini, you're on the top. Question number 17 is on the screen now. One more from Children at Work. We'll try and revise this chapter as well using these MCQ questions. What did Velu feel when he was on the platform? Time up. 5 people got it right. Of course, it was miserable and he was exhausted. He was tired. Little Velu. He was all alone. Good job. Many of you got it right. Hi, Tamanna. I think you've just joined in. Yes? Hello, Harshita. Yeah, your era. Okay, hi. Hi, Shashi. Welcome to the lecture. Yes, okay. Tamanna, you're the quickest of all. Hi, Harshita Patel. I don't know who are you in this particular mentee. Okay, moving ahead, dear children. Moving to the next question, number 19 we'll go to, okay? Yeah, just a minute. Let me see. No. I'll choose questions for you so that, we'll be able to revise the chapters and the poems that we're going to do today. What did Ranji's mother insist on? This is from the chapter The Fight. Four more seconds. Time up. Time flies, right? Ranji staying home, for the rest of the day. What did the mother say? You knew. Hi, Harshita. Children, this is from the chapter The Fight. I think, yeah, we need to revise this chapter as well because even while you were doing the previous questions, you were committing mistakes. Now, this is from the poem The School Boy. Please answer, Harshita. Hello, dear. At times, the schoolboy sits drooping, sad and drooping. Why? Because the atmosphere in the school or in the class is not good. It's not that of course, he is always unhappy. He is unhappy, but he's not always unhappy. He likes to look at the world. He likes to look at beauty of he would like to look at beauty of the world. He would like to enjoy the birds singing. It's not that he's always unhappy. It's just that he is not liking the atmosphere of the school. Okay, please read the options very, very carefully, dear children. Neil, Wolfmeister, and Pavel got it right. Who is this teddy bear? Neil, you're the quickest of all. Very good. Okay, moving ahead to the next. Yeah, it's okay, Harshita. What did they do to all the stuff? This is again from Children at Work. Yeah, sell it to Jam Bazaar Jakku. So this is from the chapter Children at Work. Children at Work and The Fight, I think we need to revise because you people are not able to get the answers. Okay, very quickly I'll help you revise these two. The Fight and Children at Work. Neil, you're the quickest of all. Wonderful, dear. Okay. So I'll help you revise Children at Work. and the fight. If you have books, please open it up. Yes. So Children at Work is on the screen. In today's lecture, we are going to help each other revise some of the topics like children at work, the fight, schoolboy. When I set out for Lyonnesse, these are the prime topics that I've kept today. I'll have more quiz in March as well, and I'll focus on next chapters and topics. All right. So you see how Velu was an 11-year-old boy who had run away from home, and he got into a railway station without a ticket. He had to do so because he had no money, and he escaped the ticket collector's notice because he didn't come to that unreserved compartment. Now, when Velu is on the platform, he got off the train at Chennai Central and his legs were unsteady as if he was still standing in a moving train. He's a small little boy, of course. He was not used to all of this, but he ran away, okay, from his house. Yeah, and he will start the menti. What do you not like, Rahul? Next question. Rahul, you can definitely go from here, if you're not liking it. I am Kavya. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so you see that he got off the train at Chennai Central, and his legs were unsteady, as if he was still standing in a moving train. He was a little boy, of course, and therefore it was very difficult for him to continuously travel. He was tired, he was weak, and of course he was fearful. So the crowds and the way the people looked upon him made him miserable, and then he is going to sit on a bench on the platform with his small bundle beside him. You can see this picture and you can understand, dear children. All right. And then you see he was very, very hungry. For 2 days, he had eaten nothing but peanuts and piece of jaggery. Now you see he's going to meet Jaya, and Jaya is going to ask him to follow him. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaya was a rag picker. She picked her sack and moved away, and Velu thought that she was the only hope. So he followed her, and now what is going to happen, of course, is an interesting story. See how Velu he did not know English, and whatever was written otherwise in the vernacular language he was able to understand. And then you see they're going to walk past a central jail, and when they walked for a long time, the girl pointed out to the one building with the wall around it. I told you this particular point while we were doing the questions, that this was a central jail. The girl laughed and she told him to be careful if he wanted not to be inside the jail. Velu said that he hadn't done anything wrong. So the girl said that it didn't matter. The important thing was that he should not be caught. So now you see they're going to go to a garbage bin, and here, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to try and find something that they can eat. This is very sad, and this is a harsh reality that there are kids, there are people who do not get basic amenities and basic facilities in life, like food, shelter, clothing, etc. So now they're going to go towards this garbage bin, and there you see the girl picked up a crushed banana and offered it to Velu. Velu was shocked. He asked if they were going to eat the leftovers, and the girl disagreed and she said no. She then answered that she ate only untouched food. This is what she said. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, they are eating from the garbage. So she threw him a vada, and Velu looked at it with distaste. However, he was very hungry and therefore he did not refuse. He ate the banana as well as the vada, and then the girl could not find one more banana which she ate. She could find then one more banana, and then she ate it herself. Ladies and gentlemen, the girl's name was Jaya. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and then she said she had to do her work. Seeing her going, Velu panicked and he followed her. So I am very sure, ladies and gentlemen, that Velu as well is going to become a rag picker. What do you think? What they are going to do? Do you think? So no, initially Velu was not interested. He hesitated. If you see this, Jaya, she explained that she was a rag picker and this was the only work that she could give to Velu if he wanted any. And children like her used to collect paper, plastic, glass, etc. And they used to sell them to Jaggu of Jam Bazaar. That question was there in the Menti. Jaggu sells them to a factory. Of course, Velu did not wanted to do that. Initially, he hesitated. He hadn't come to Chennai to dig through garbage. However, he felt he must do it until he finds a better job. So he followed her with a sigh, with deep breath. He followed her. Okay, so this is not only story of Jaggu, not only story of Velu and Jaya, but various other children, ladies and gentlemen, who are forced into this trap of child labor, and then they lose their childhood and the innocence of this particular beautiful age. So that's the chapter all about children at work. Let's go back to Menti, and if definitely we'll get time, we'll get back to the fight. Let's go back to Menti, dear children. Okay, let's see who was on the top. Yeah, Neil was the quickest of all in the previous question. Shall we move ahead, dear children? Are you getting it? Are we good? So far, so good? Hi, Ekta. Are you all getting it? Any question, any doubt, dear children? Please write in the chat box so that I can move ahead. Okay, moving ahead. Okay. Question number 22. Look at the question carefully, dear children. I think now I will get maximum answers. Velu had run away from his home because no problem, Parul, no problem, dear. This is one of the harsh realities. Velu had run away from his home because he could not stand his father's beatings, and now you see he's going to become a rat picker. That's so sad. Hi, Pragati. Very good, children. Let's proceed on. Good job. The word wins means what? Very sounds, not air. So, you'll have to relate it to the poems and the topics that we're discussing today. It is with respect to the poem, The Schoolboy. Sounds blowing by the horn. Okay. Moving ahead to the next question. This question again is from The Fight. What was Ranji hoping for? The other boy to have forgotten about the fight. That's the right answer. Let me see who is it. Who has got it right? Very good. Teddy bear, very good. You're the quickest of all, of course. Moving ahead, dear children. This is again The Fight. The warrior had an inspiration. What was the inspiration? Time up. That they should continue the fight the following day. They thought, they're going to fight again. Nobody could get it. So I'll try and revise this chapter as well. The fight. Let's proceed on. Where did he reach by train? This is from Children at Work again. Choose the most appropriate answer, dear children. Time up. Very good. 3 of you are right. Let's see who's on the top now. Cool girl Pragati has also participated now. Very good, cool girl Pragati. You are the quickest of all. Moving ahead. So again, Children at Work. Jaya had to drag Velu to the other side because think about the right answer, dear children. I helped you revise as well. Time up. He kept hesitating to cross as the right answer. See, Velu was not known to a lot of things. He was a sweet little boy who was not able to understand anything. He was not at all street smart, and therefore he was not able to cross the road as well, and thereby Jaya had to pull him, drag him. He cannot take delight in his books because this is poem school boy. Let's see who's going to get it. So maximum of few. Good job. Because he was attracted towards nature. Since he was attracted towards nature, he was not getting good vibes from the books. He was not feeling good when he was reading the books. He was feeling really, really sad. He was feeling dominated by the books. And of course, he was not liking the strict law and order at school. Yeah, let's see who all got it right. Pragati, Baby Girl, and Varshini. Good job, dear. Well done. Pragati is the quickest of all. Very good, Pragati. Good job. Moving ahead to the last question for today's lecture. So this is again from Children at Work. Since we have revised it, I request you to notice the question well and answer. Did he have money to buy the ticket? I think you're going to do it very quickly. Very good. Before time, somebody said yes. No, my dear, Velu was very poor and he had no money to buy the ticket. I just told you in the summary. Good job, dear children. Amazing. So, let me see the final leaderboard and find out who is the winner for today's lecture. My goodness. 3 of you are correct, baby girl, Varshini and Pragati. Good job, 3 of you. Pragati, you're doing good. But Varshini, you have won it. Since you were there all the while, congratulations, Varshini. So, dear children, today we have tried to revise some of the poems and the chapters. So, we have done some questions from Children at Work and some questions from the schoolboy. That's the poem, and that's a poem. And then we also revised When I Set Out for Lyonnesse. I gave you a summary for When I Set Out for Lyonnesse and also schoolboy. We also revised Children at Work. So, let's quickly revise this chapter, The Fight, as well. Okay. Any other thing that you feel like asking for? Or I'll begin with The Fight. You want a certificate? Pragati, I'll definitely be noting down the names of those who are here. So I can see baby girl, but I don't know who is she. Yeah. There's another mentee. Yes, I'll organize one more mentee on literature. Kindly follow me. You can see my code here, AshYT, to subscribe to the special classes. And of course, you can use my code AK31, a referral code that you feel like using. Ma'am, did I do good? Yes, Varshini, you did good. Therefore, you're here on the top. Amazing. Good job, my dear. Very good, Varshini. Why are you repeating a question again and again? I don't know. I think it's getting pressed again and again. Kamla is, I think, Pragati, right? You did good. You did a good job, Pragati. Had you been there since the beginning, I think you would have been on the top as well, right? A very good evening, Pragati. So, I would request you all to revise this chapter, The Fight. It is in your supplementary book. It so happened, wherein you are going to read about 2 boys who, first of all, are going to get into a very fierce fight, and later on, they are going to understand each other when they're going to value each other's good qualities. This is something that we all need to learn, ladies and gentlemen, that I may be good in one thing, you may be good in something else. We should try and learn from each other rather than fighting with each other, rather than showing faces, and rather than boasting off or showing it off. We should try and learn from the other person. So this chapter, The Fight, is an amazing chapter to teach us a lesson on how we should learn from each other and grow. Okay? I hope you're all getting it. So where is my PPT? Must be here. Just a minute. Very quickly I'll check. Yes. So The Fight. Let's quickly recall this chapter. It's a very interesting story written by Ruskin Bond about 2 boys, Ranji and Suraj. How Ranji had moved to Rajpur recently, and one fine day he was able to discover a very beautiful pool. He wanted to enjoy. It was midsummer and it was very hot. But the next day when he visited the pool again, he wanted to take another dip in the water. He noticed one more boy standing over there. Ranji had a very friendly nature. So he thought he's going to talk to the other boy and they are going to become friends. But the other boy was not like that. He reacted very, very differently. And rather than showing that they could be friends, the other boy was really angry, and they got into a fight. So you see how both of them are going to fight violently. This other boy, Suraj, he slapped Ranji so hard that he started feeling dizzy. Dizzy means unconscious. And now they started to fight more furiously. And they thought they're going to continue the fight the next day as well. But you see, that day Ranji reached home and he was unable to hide the cuts and bruises, and his mother as well was looking very worried. She was like, "Oh my God, why did you get into a fight like that?" Right? And then you see, towards the evening, Ranji slipped out of his house and he went to the market. Here he saw that boy once again. But, ladies and gentlemen, they did nothing. They just scowled at each other and they left the place. Now, the next day, both the boys reached the pool and they're going to get into a competition. They're going to participate in a competition wherein Suraj is going to ask Ranji to swim across the length of the pool, and whosoever is going to do it first will be able to swim in the pool later on, further on. So you see how Ranji accepted the challenge, and he's going to win it as well effortlessly without even getting tired. This really surprised Suraj greatly, and he wished that he could learn diving from Ranji. And Ranji learned that Suraj was interested in learning diving from him, so he readily agreed. Later on, they are going to become friends because Suraj was also a Pahlavan himself, and he decided to help Ranji learn some wrestling techniques and guide him to become a Pahlavan. You see how the story is ended on a good note, wherein both of them decided to help each other, to learn from each other and not fight. Okay, so that is the chapter all about the fight. I hope you got it, dear children. Yes? Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ekta. Next time you'll be on first position. Yes, of course, Pragati. Be there. Hi, Ekta. Hello, Rohila. Hi, Yashaswini. Yeah. So, of course, I would love to see you again. I have one more lecture today by 7 p.m. It's on body language and interview skills. You can join me by 7. Go to Unacademy Learning app. You can follow me. My code is AK31. Please note down. And this lecture is by 7. And I have one more lecture tomorrow on YouTube, dear children. I'll just let you know the time and you can join me again tomorrow. It'll be a lecture on grammar. Okay, so I would request you to continue learning at Unacademy, and please enroll this month for the Plus subscriptions, because this month there is 10% off, and next month the discount percentage is going to come down. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow by 6 p.m. I have a quiz on determiners. You can join me again tomorrow for this quiz. Alright? Till then, learn more, grow better, and crack it with us. Thank you for joining in, everybody. Take care of yourselves and the family. Ta-da! Thanks. Tomorrow 6 p.m. Tomorrow 6 p.m. you can attend a lecture on determiners. I have a quiz for you. Mentees there tomorrow as well. We'll learn and we'll participate in the quiz. No, right now the class is over, my dear. Dhananjay Singh, the class is over. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, dear children.